Hey, what's up, lovely people? It's me, Charles Francis. Woo, I just come back from a lovely 10K run this morning. I love my runs, it gets my mind thinking, gives me a space. I get to be able to channel my energy in a positive way. But while I was running, I was thinking about some of the health targets that I'd set myself throughout this year. And some I've reached and some I haven't reached. But I was just thinking, it's always good to acknowledge things that you've done in the past and see if you've actually attained it. And if you haven't obtained it, start asking yourself questions as to why. So it got me thinking, and I thought to myself, you know what? I said, I'm going to ask the people, what's your vision for 2021? I mean, how do you want to show up when the new year comes? In this new year, how do you want to present yourself? What do you want to do? What are your goals? What are your aims? What do you want to achieve in 2021? And the reason why I'm asking this quite early is because so much is going on. There's so much distraction with all these new restrictions that are coming into place. Even just recently telling us that we can't see our loved ones in Christmas and all that. There's so much distractions, I would say, going on that you kind of take your mind. It's easy to take your eye off the ball. It's easy to forget about your goals and your vision for the new year. People just want to wait to the new year and say, what's your New Year's resolution? But for many of us, you have to realize that we've had goals and aspirations already. Just because they didn't come to manifest themselves in this year, it doesn't mean that you should just let them go and drop them and start because it's a new year. You have to think of a new goal or a new vision. Look, your life doesn't have a time frame for you. It doesn't tell you, look, at this date and time, you're going to die. So therefore, any achievements or any goals or aspirations you want, don't put a timeline on them. Don't say on this and that day, I have to achieve it. Because where's it going? Where are you going? There's no length of time where you have to achieve your goals. So that's why I really want to reflect today. And I want to ask you, how do you want to show up in the new year? What vision did you have last year that you're just about to drop, or you're just about to think it's not for you, and you just let it subside because you didn't achieve it? I want to urge you to hold on to that vision. Go back and hold on to that dream that you once had for yourself. Go and retain one of those dreams that you once had and you believe that at that time you really wanted it. I want you to go back and think about one of these goals. And the reason why I'm saying this is because, as they always say, your maker's delays are not his denials. His delays, when he delays you certain things, your maker, your creator, whatever you want to call it, him, her, just because that's delayed, it doesn't mean it's denied you. Your goal, your dream, aspiration is always viable. Remember that. Your goal is always viable. What's in question is your strategy or your approach. More importantly, your approach. There's never only one way to do something. Sometimes and very often we get caught up in persisting in doing something the same way. And even though it's not creating the results we want, we continue doing it. And because it's not creating the results we want, we drop the goal. We say it's not for me, or it's too hard, it's too difficult, or, I didn't really want it that much. Because you had the wrong approach. You took the wrong strategy. Look, there is no limits to your potential. There is no limits to what you can achieve in terms of having a goal. Your goal is always going to be viable. It's your approach. You need to adjust your approach. If you're not getting the results you want, don't drop your goal, and because it's a new year, think I'm going to have a new goal for a new year. No, that old goal is still there. It's still in effect. You just need to adapt, be adaptable and change your approach. Just think of every little child, baby learning to ride a bike or learning to walk, shall I say, for the first time. If every time they took the wrong approach and they fell over and they said, oh, it's not for me, I can never walk again. That would be silly. We would have a community of people that couldn't walk. No, they realize that in success, there has to be failure as well. You have to fail in attempts for you to achieve what it was. You don't drop your goal because you failed to succeed the first time or the second time or the third time. No, you don't do that. You know what I mean? How many times are you going to learn how to keep learning how to walk? You teach your baby how to learn to walk. You're just going to keep teaching them until they succeed. And even them, as young as they are, they're learning that you have to fail to succeed. They have to fail. They have to embrace that falling over for them to learn how to walk. And there is no different, that goal for learning how to walk, than your goal as an adult. Whatever it is you choose for yourself, there is no difference in your goal, in your vision, in the thing that you aspire to. There is no difference in there. You have to learn how to fail. You have to learn to fail in your attempts for you to succeed in the long run. Don't give up that dream or that goal because you've got the wrong approach. So it comes down to me asking you now, what is the right approach that we should have? And that's what I want to talk to the end of this now, just a little bit about the right approach that we should have. There's many different strategies we can take. You know, people are going to advertise all different types of strategies, and they're all good. They're all good if you have the right approach. You know, there's always more than one way to achieve something. So strategies are good. But if you don't have the right approach with that strategy, then you're not going to get the result that you want. So what approach should we have? And the approach I'm trying to urge you guys to have now is one of small steps. Small, manageable steps. That is what I want you to approach your goal in 2021 or now, or whatever vision you have. Start taking in small, manageable steps. The reason why I say this is because every action you take towards your goal is a success. Every move you make towards your goal is a success. And success means it's something that we want. We want more of. Who doesn't want to be successful? Who doesn't want success in their life? We want more of it. So the action that we take must promote more of it. Now, it's no point me taking an action that is not manageable for me, or an action that's going to be so hard that it's going to make me struggle and strain to achieve it, to reach a positive end to it. Because when I reach that end, I'm not going to want to do it again, because it wasn't enticing for me. It was too much of a struggle and too hard for me. But when you start to take manageable steps that you can manage, what it does is starts build up your confidence. It makes you feel like a success. The ending is a success. The ending of what you went to achieve becomes a success. And if that becomes a success, then it spurs you and urges you and it promotes you to want to do more and do it again and again. And then you have another success and then another success and then another success. And you get the picture. You build up this whole momentum of successful actions. And that's why you have to take manageable steps, things that, you know, inspire you to want to do more. And then as you do that, you will naturally take on more challenging and bigger steps, actions, as the time comes on, as time progresses. But it will be in a pace that you can manage. So guys, I'm really urging you for this 2021, don't get caught up in all this news, distractions and everything that's going on. Don't let it derail you. Don't let it derail you from achieving the goals that you want. There is no time frame on some of these goals and visions that you had for yourself. When you thought of these visions, you was on fire. You was a light, you know, a light bulb went off in your mind to know that, yes, this is me. This makes me feel alive when I think about having this goal. And that's because every life has a purpose. Every life on this earth has a purpose. So you have a purpose. So that means your life has a purpose as well. So the things that you want, there's a reason why that has a light bulb in you, because it's attracting you. It wants you as much as you want it. So don't let that vision die. Don't let it die in distractions or thoughts that you can't make it happen because you don't have enough time, or you're too old, or you don't have enough money, you don't live in the right place. Don't let these distractions hit you. There is no time frame in your goal. Your goal is viable. It's your approach. You need to change your approach and have that time, have that approach of the race isn't for the fittest. It's for those who can endure it. You know, that endurance. You know, that slow, steady, progressive pace, and eventually you will reach your goal, because a step is always better than inaction. Doing something is always better than doing nothing. So go back, go visit that goal that you had before and say to yourself, you know what, 2021, whatever it is, or even starting from now. If you don't want to have that little Christmas break, even starting from now, or 2021 New Year, you know what? I'm going to make that goal possible. I'm going to make it happen in my life. And I'm not going to watch how far I'm progressing. I'm not going to start putting pressure on myself and start saying I have to do this and this magnitude, this and this, so it's overwhelming me. No, I'm going to take manageable steps. As long as I'm climbing up that ladder, I'm making my way towards that goal. It doesn't matter how long it takes, as long as I'm climbing up that ladder, I'm on my way. And that's what counts the most, that you're on your way. You're not being stagnant. Because if you make no action at all, you might as well be going down the ladder. But if you're there and you're making small steps, you'll reach your goal. So guys, I'm wishing you all have a happy Christmas, whatever it is you're doing. I know it's sad news with the government saying that we can't spend it with our loved ones, but guys, use what you can use. If it's going to be a phone call, if it's going to be a Zoom call, if it's going to be even driving outside their house and waving from the car, whatever it's going to be, use what you can use just to spread that love and that Christmas feeling to those that you love and those around you. Guys, you know, things happen in life and we don't always going to have control over it, but we can control what we do around with it and the meanings that we give it and how we're going to adapt. Because that's what life's about, being adaptable. We have to learn how to be adaptable. There's no point us sitting and griping and moaning and complaining. Just be adaptable and live with what we have and make the most of what we have. And one thing they can't take away, no government, no politician, nothing can't take away is the way we think. You control how you think. So think positive, think aspiring, think love, collective, good thoughts, and think your goals and your vision for 2021 and make it happen. Stay blessed, stay beautiful. This world's amazing. Don't mind all those things that they're saying to you. Don't believe the hype. This world's amazing. You guys are amazing. I love you all. Have a fantastic Christmas and I'll see you on the other side. Peace.